How'd it go? Go okay today?
Yeah, it's good. Like, this is like the easy, like, beginner class, just doing a little bit of everything to like introduce you to all the stuff and kind of just teach you about all the other options you got.
Is that kind of what last year in the football sense was for you, just getting on campus, getting your
Yeah,
feet wet?
learning everything.
Yeah.
Like, spring ball, when I first got here, was just like, it was like getting thrown into the fire. Like, I was trying to learn everything. Like, I was in the facility almost the whole day because I didn't have a car. I had like just gotten a scooter, but it's like I can't go back. I had like academics, stuff like that. So it was just like shock. Now I'm a lot more used to it, so I'm a lot more comfortable, go back home, relax. But like I've also taken a lot more time, treatment and whatnot, just kind of getting more comfortable in the environment, of college football.
What did you learn from last season? I think you played in
Yes.
3-4 games?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think the biggest thing for me, like coming from high school here, I played small Division 5 football in Michigan. So like, it's a lot of like the physicality, or just like, I'd play both ways. I'd get 100 something snaps in my high school games. Coming here, I play like 15, and I feel like I played twice as many snaps as I did in high school. So it's just like physicality and like how difficult it is, but you just gotta have like the right mental, I think.
With a game or practice, there's specific like welcome to college football.
I think it was definitely like, it was probably in a game. Like I went up to try to tip a pass, jumped, reached hands, and like almost got dumped. And it was just like, oh, like you got to be ready for things like that. Cause it's not like I was playing against like 200-pound O linemen in high school that are like 5'10". Now they're 6'6", 300 something pounds. So you gotta be used to that physicality.
Do you remember who that moment was against?
BC, for sure, yeah.
You played with a lot of older guys last
Yes.
year in the D-line room, and
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that had an effect on you as sort of having so many different mentors that you could lean on.
It did. I mean,
Yeah.
I think it helped me a lot in like just learning everything. They kind of guided me. I sat next to Al Van Sumer, who's now at USC, and he kind of guided me, gave me tips, tricks, and stuff like that. But also, like, I'd say our defense is pretty complicated, and I think they did a very good job in helping me, giving me insight, tips, and just leading me.
You glad you had that experience last year and you're still just a redshirt freshman, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes, sir.
How valuable is all that experience going into your redshirt
I think it was
freshman
huge for me. Like last year, getting to learn everything, as my body's still getting molded to college football and like getting bigger, stronger and whatnot. I think preparing in terms of like the mental side of things was really big for me, and also getting like a lot of traveling last year, getting used to the routine and like how to properly prepare for a college football game and like the film, the preparation, the treatment, stuff like that.
Do you remember the first time you met Coach Debo?
I remember the first time I talked to him, but like first time I met him was probably the first time I got back here. And I mean, I like, saw him on social media, got on the phone a couple times with him, but I was like, I always knew like when I called him, he was at the gym, I was lifting as well. He brought energy. I mean, he was tired from lifting and whatnot, but he was like excited, dialing up. Like I texted him, he'd send me drills and whatnot just to get me ready, prepared, and he was just there for me. And like first time I met him, brought that same energy, and that's what he's carried through to practice. If any of you guys have seen him.
What about deciding to stay here, Derrick? I mean, like, things get weird. You lose your coaches that you recruited you and everything. Just why'd you end up wanting to stay?
Obviously, it's unfortunate. I really enjoyed my coach last year, but I'm also very fortunate for Debo. I was tight with Worm, and Worm staying, like, it left an impact on me because, if he's able to trust this man, and like Debo with his final year of eligibility and whatnot, I also felt that I could also put my trust in Debo. And like after talking to him and seeing his experience and whatnot, I 100% believe it was the right decision. Just like the way he coaches, he's definitely developed me even more than just last year, or not even. Well, he's just continued my development, and I think it was definitely the right decision.
What makes Worm such a good leader? Like a guy you want to follow?
I think it was just like his personality. Like he's a very big personality. You ever get to meet him, stubborn guy, but in just the right ways. He's always there for you. Like if anything ever happens to you, he'll be the guy right behind you to back you up, to get you right. And he's also just like, just uplifting. Like he's always brings energy during practice. So I think he was just like a great guy to follow.
Yes. When Coach Debo has so much energy, he's got like 1,000 milligrams of caffeine practically.
Yes.
When you have these 6:30 in the morning practices, how much does it make it easier to wake up early in the morning
100%.
knowing what you're walking
Like
into?
when the coaches bring energy and stuff like that, it's almost like it's bouncing off you like a satellite dish. Like you just kind of build off of it. Like when they bring energy in the morning, when that music's playing, we're going through the bags and stuff like that. It's just kind of you're feeding off of their energy, siphoning in. It just kind of gets you going for practice. And like first indie period, you just get rolling.
And a lot of new faces on the defensive line, or guys like yourself that have been around for a year or two, they've been waiting their turn a little bit. What do you think the defensive line is capable of this year? And what do you guys, when you talk amongst them yourselves, what are you trying to prove this year? What are your thoughts on the D line?
I mean, I like where we're at. I think we have a lot of young guys that, with Debo being here, we can develop really nicely and perform this year. We're fresh. I mean, if you look at it, not a lot of us have gotten a huge amount of snaps. So, like, I think we're ready to put on a show. And with Worm and Eli leading us as, like, older guys who've gotten more snaps and really, like, know tips and tricks and stuff like that, I think it'll get us prepared and stuff like that.
Are you playing nose and three, or everybody's interchangeable? Or?
I think we're all interchangeable. I think we have the ability to. We're all very athletic. A lot of length and like just size and speed. So I think, yeah, we'll play either or.
What are the things that Debo's really like? What are his big things for you guys? I know that's not specific, but like other than the energy we can see, but like what are the things he really harps on consistently that are new or different for you?
He's really big on urgency and attention to detail. Like every practice will harp on it. Like for me, I need to improve on like my keys and whatnot and just getting off the ball and stuff like that. But like in between the whistle, urgency, breaking out of the stacks, things like that. Like he wants to build our like our not engine, but like our tank, expand our tank is what he says. To just like run out of the stacks, chase the ball, do as much as you can in between the whistles. Show like, as Coach Rossi says, like our how.
What about Fraley? You go against Fraley.
I do.
What are your thoughts on him?
I think he's a very good O-lineman. Like he's so like fast and agile, things like that, to the point where it's just like it's tough to get by him, like in one-on-ones, things like that. And he's also strong, so I think he's going to be great.
One of the things Debo mentioned, well, actually, it was Rossi mentioned that when he was coaching Debo, they kept trying to replace him and they couldn't. I don't know if he mentions that to you guys, but is there sort of a relentlessness there to him that you guys have noticed early?
I mean,
just sort of a drive to. Does that make sense? I guess that
yeah,
would be the story
like,
of him as a player.
Absolutely. Like we talked about it the other day. Like when he was at Minnesota, he's like, I wasn't expected to play till my redshirt senior year, and he's like, I played my redshirt freshman. So it's just like he's like talked to us about like how they're bringing in people to replace you, so you've got to be prepared to be hardworking and to like be able to go out there day in and day out to perform, because I mean it's your job too, and it's his job to find people better than you. But it's just like he's always there for you. He's going to build off of you and try to make you the best player you can be, so that you can eventually go to the league and be an NFL player, which is something that he is experiencing.
What's it meant to you guys to have Jordan Hall back and just have a familiar voice, a guy that knows the defense? Like, has that been helpful, I'm assuming, for you guys?
Yeah, absolutely. Like him being a captain last year, he's kind of brought it over, been a leader through workouts, and now in his spring ball, just been vocal. Obviously, he's known the system, so he's smart in it. He knows like ins and outs, and with it being an additional year, he's starting to, or not starting to, but he's continued to be like great in like recognition of plays and whatnot. So he's really, really good to have behind you.
So was your class at 8 o'clock or 9:10 today?
It was an 8:30 class, so I left practice a little bit early at around 8:20 during like the end of special teams and whatnot. Got a quick shower and rushed over there.
What's it like to start practice in the dark, see the sun come up while you're on the field?
I
Knowing you
mean,
still have to get a shower and go to class and then do media press conference. That's a full day, man.
It is a quick full day. I mean, it's not too bad to get it over with, honestly, but like also it's honestly made me reinforce my routine and get better at being a more holistically better person, like going to bed earlier, having a good nighttime routine, and carrying that over into the morning to be prepared to face a hard practice, good 16 period, like almost scrimmage like thing today.
Can you shut off football and focus on 200 level business class?
I mean, I've managed to make it happen. I mean, I've succeeded in my classes so far. So I think it's just like a mental thing where it's just like a transition like that. Once you take off those pads, it's a transition into classes, and then also like film study afterwards and whatnot.
And not listening to anybody in your classmates complain about an 8:30 class, gone through practice and then all that.
I just keep quiet. I just do my homework, try to pay attention to the professor, stay awake and stuff like that.
All right, thanks, Derrick.
Thanks a lot.